Hello board members, this is Jens, and today I'm going to teach you how to join Trello and a few tips and tricks for using Trello. It's a pretty neat project management tool and we use it a lot in the office, and I'd really like to bring you on board. So follow me and we'll get started. So the first thing you want to do is visit Trello.com and click the green sign up button. So that's Trello. So the next thing you do is enter your personal information to create a Trello account. So here I'm just going to be Summit University, enter my email, and then think of a password that's pretty easy to remember. And then you click Create New Account. Now the first thing you do after that is you look up top and you notice this beige bar that asks you to confirm your email. So go to your email inbox and make sure to click the green Verify Address button. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is set up our profile. When you first click Verify Email, you'll come to this page. Has a few different things that I'll teach you about later, but the first thing I want you to look at is the bar with your name on it. If you click that and go to Profile, you'll see that there's a place where you can edit your profile. So here, your name will be filled in. You can change your username if you'd like. I certainly did when I logged in. So come up with something that you like to have. And then you can fill out your bio if you'd like that to tell people about yourself. It's not required, but you can if you'd like. The next thing I'd like you to do is click on the box that has your initials in it. So after you do that, you can upload a picture to use as your profile picture so we can all see who you are. I'm just going to choose the Summit University logo, which is beautiful and it will get the job done. So now that we have that done, let's move on. Now it's time to learn about boards, lists, and cards. So when you click on the Trello button at the top of your page, you'll come to your dashboard here. It'll have a list of all the boards that you're working on, all of the teams that you're a part of. But of course at this point there's nothing because you're new. So let's create a couple practice boards. You can create one for home. Another good one is books. My reading list gets away from me sometimes, so maybe a books list would help me keep things in order. You can create as many boards as you want. You can also color code them. So these two are the exact same color, and that's just not going to work for me. So if I click on one and go to change background, I can change it to this beautiful tomato color. Let's get started. We'll check out the home board. So if you look around, you'll see the menu in the right corner. You can pop it out or close it. And here's where we can begin to add lists to our board. So this general area is the board and these are the lists. So I'm going to create one for cooking. That's a good one for home. Maybe a to-do list to keep track of the chores you have to do or the chores your kids have to do. So each one of these would be a list. And then to each list you can add a card. So if you click Add a Card, you can start populating that with, different topics that are underneath your topic of cooking. So let's make plans for making summer jam with all of that fruit that all of you are going to give me from your gardens. You can create one for veggie recipes, one for grandma's super spicy chili. Whatever you would like. So you can create a different card for each little thing that you want. And how you choose to organize this is really up to you. So let's take a closer look at these cards. Let's click on veggies. So this is the veggies card. It actually pulls up something that's kind of like an index card, except way better. You can add comments. You can add checklists to, organize your tasks. You can add due dates so you know that you're always working towards completing it in time. You can share this with other people on Trello. I encourage you to explore and figure out how this works best for you. So now we're going to take a look at the Summit University Planning Council team page. I quickly logged off and logged in as myself, Jens, to add this profile as a member of the Summit University Planning Council team. So you'll see the team listed right here underneath your personal boards. So it'll usually go personal boards are listed on top and all the teams are underneath. So let's click on members. You should see yourself here after you've joined. And like I said, it's easier to distinguish people when they add a profile picture. So I just recommend that everybody does that. You can add a picture of anything that you like, really. So let's go back to the dashboard and take a look. So the boards, you'll actually have to click on boards to view the boards. And you'll see I have one for every subcommittee, as well as a board for the Summit University Planning Council. So let's go ahead and click on the Summit University Planning Council board link. At the top, you'll see the name of the board and the team, as well as a shortcut to all the boards that you've been recently active in, the Trello button to get back to your dashboard, and a sliding bar at the bottom just in case your board is overflowing with information like this one is. In the left-hand side, you'll see a list of all of the subcommittees in SUPC. Let's click on one. This is the Communications Subcommittee. You'll notice that it's color-coded to match the Communications board. And this is something that comes in handy that we use a lot. So sometimes I list the board meetings with the agenda and all of the items that you might need. Maybe sometimes some follow-up items. So this is a great place to check in case you're missing materials. And then we have a board resources list where you can find things like the board handbook to download, or else you can actually click on it and view it online or on your phone. So it's very handy. We have some other great resources like the board index, meeting minutes, the small area plan, and conference call details. So now we're going to take a look at projects. So this is the projects list. I usually list it in order. Things that are coming sooner are at the top. You'll see that a lot of them are tagged with subcommittees that are active on them. So that helps you stay on top of the things that your committee is participating in. We have the Trello training, the youth council, things like that. Let's take a look at a project that has been completed. This is the yard sign project. I've attached images of the yard sign to the card so people could check up on it in case they were curious. And I've also posted updates as the projects move along. So that's, in the simplest form, how these things move forwards. Now we are going to take a look at events. I have it split into two different lists, the upcoming events and the past events, to help us keep track of where we are in the calendar. So I'll do things like list the soonest ones at the top of the upcoming events lists, like the community forum, which just happened yesterday, and things that are further along, like the winter block party, will be at the very bottom of the list. Now we are going to take a look at the committee boards. You can get to them by clicking on the team and clicking on the link here, or else going to your dashboard going to the team page and clicking on the button. So in each subcommittee board, you'll see a member roster with the people who are actively participating in the subcommittee, as well as however they've decided to organize their projects. So here we have the August porch light with our articles listed and who's working on what on the to-do list. Ideas, subscriptions, deadlines, resources, things like that. If you click on menu over on the right-hand side, you can see what has been recently active on this board. So Rebecca and I have been doing a lot on this communications board recently. So another great one to check out would be the leadership committee. Right now we are working on elections, so we have planned out pretty well all of the different things that we're doing with the elections. So you'll see, materials, committee seats, figuring out who's running, a to-do list where there are a lot of items, but thankfully a lot of items have been checked off as well. So you can see we've been very, very busy, sometimes bouncing ideas back and forth off of each other or just making sure to cross off the items as they've been completed. So there's one last thing I'd like to show you that will help you participate in these boards in an effective way. So let's go back to the main one, the Summit University Planning Council Board, the green one, and join the board. So that's a step that you're going to need to make sure to take. And then we're going to go to the Trello training. Oops, I went to the wrong one. We'll click on Trello training and we can subscribe to it. So that means if you click subscribe, you will always see updates. Another important thing to do is if you want to write a note to somebody, make sure to tag them. So I'm just going to tag myself here, click on the @ and click on the gens. So that will actually give me an update that Summit University said something, or me an update that you said something. That is Trello in a nutshell, and how Summit University uses Trello in particular. I hope that this video has been useful for you guys. I really do believe that if you give it a chance, play around a little bit, that you'll find it's pretty easy to use. Just create some personal boards, work towards some personal goals that you might have, and you might find that it's a pretty great tool to help you get those things done. If you have any questions, please contact me, and I would be completely happy to have you in the office and have a private tutorial to teach you a little bit more about Trello. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye.